For centuries, the Moors shaped the culture, architecture, and history of Europe in ways that continue to influence the continent today. But who were the Moors, and how did they manage to conquer and rule significant parts of Europe? Let's dive into this fascinating chapter of history. The story of the Moors begins in North Africa. The term Moor originally referred to the Berbers, indigenous people of North Africa, but later it became a broader term for Muslims from this region. In the early 7th century, Islam emerged in the Iberian Peninsula, and within a century, Muslim armies expanded across North Africa, converting and uniting tribes under a single banner. By the early 8th century, the Moors had consolidated power in North Africa under the Umayyad Caliphate, but they weren't content to stop there. Across the Mediterranean lay the Iberian Peninsula, modern-day Spain and Portugal, a fragmented region of Visigothic Christian kingdoms ripe for conquest. In 711 AD, a Berber general named Tariq ibn Ziyad led a Moorish army across the Strait of Gibraltar. According to legend, Tariq burned his ships upon arrival to ensure his troops had no choice but to fight and win. The mountain where he landed became known as Jabal Tariq, or now known today as Gibraltar. Tariq's forces quickly defeated the Visigoth king Roderick at the Battle of Guadalete. This victory opened the door for the Moors to advance rapidly. Within just a few years, they had conquered nearly the entire Iberian Peninsula, leaving only small Christian enclaves in the northern mountains. Under Moorish rule, cities like Cordoba became centers of learning, culture, and innovation. Scholars in these cities preserved and expanded upon ancient Greek, Roman, and Persian knowledge, excelling in fields like astronomy, medicine, mathematics, and philosophy. Moorish Spain, or Al-Andalus, was a place where different cultures coexisted. While Muslims were the ruling class, Christians and Jews, known as the Dhimmi, were allowed to practice their religions under specific conditions. This policy of relative tolerance allowed Al-Andalus to flourish as a hub of intellectual and cultural exchange. The Moors introduced advanced irrigation systems, new crops like citrus fruits and sugarcane, and architectural innovations that blended Islamic, Roman, and Visigothic styles. These contributions laid the groundwork for the Renaissance in Europe. One important aspect of the Moors' history is their diversity. The term Moor was not a racial designation, but a broad label for Muslim inhabitants of North Africa and Iberia. The Moors were primarily a mix of Berbers, the indigenous people of North Africa, and Arabs who arrived during the Islamic conquest. Some Moors were of sub-Saharan African descent, especially in the southern regions of North Africa and among Moorish armies. This diversity reflected the multicultural nature of the Islamic world, uniting people under shared faith and governance. In medieval Europe, the term Moor was sometimes associated with darkness or blackness, leading to the artistic depictions of Moors as black Africans. While some Moors were of sub-Saharan African origin, most were Berbers and Arabs from North Africa. This diversity was a key feature of their society. But Moorish rule in Europe wasn't destined to last forever. By the 11th century, the Christian Reconquista, a centuries-long effort to reclaim the Iberian Peninsula, began to gather momentum. The Reconquista was marked by fierce battles, shifting alliances, and periods of uneasy coexistence. By 1212, the Christian kingdoms dealt a major blow to the Moors at the Battle of Las Neves de Tolosa, accelerating their decline. The final chapter of Moorish rule came in 1492 when the Catholic monarchs Ferdinand and Isabella captured Granada, the last Muslim stronghold. This victory not only marked the end of Moorish Spain, but also ushered in a new era for Europe. Today, the legacy of the Moors can be seen in the art, architecture, science, and even the languages of Europe. Words like alchemy, algebra, and admiral have Arabic roots. And the intricate designs of Moorish architecture continue to inspire awe. The knowledge preserved and advanced by the Moors played a crucial role in shaping the European Renaissance. During the centuries of Moorish rule, scholars in Al-Andalus translated and expanded upon works of ancient Greek philosophers like Aristotle and Plato, as well as Persian and Indian texts on mathematics, medicine, and astronomy. These translations, often written in Arabic, later reached Europe through centers of learning like Toledo and Sicily, where they were translated into Latin. This influx of knowledge sparked an intellectual revival across Europe. Innovations in algebra, optics, and medicine directly influenced key Renaissance figures. For example, the works of Moorish scholars like Averroes and Avicenna were profoundly shaping the thinking of European philosophers, scientists, and theologians. The Renaissance, often seen as a purely European achievement, was deeply rooted in these exchanges of ideas. The Moors' impact on Europe is a testament to the power of cultural exchange and the profound ways in which different civilizations shape one another. Thank you for joining us on this journey through history. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more deep dives into the stories that shaped our world. Until next time, keep exploring, and peace.
Bread man, make myself your life is not a dead man.